7:53 on your Monday. Thanks for waking up with BT. A few things to get to in the music world there, Devo Brown.
Yeah, let's start with, from Brampton, Alessia Cara, who has now canceled or kind of postponed the U.S. leg of her tour that's coming up. It's in support of her latest album that came out on Valentine's Day called Love Hyperbole. She's going to do Canada and, of course, the European tour, Australia as well, Asia for this one. So taking off April 30th, going to June 19th. However, the U.S. leg that was going to happen prior to her doing the rest of it from April 6th to April 26th has been postponed. And she said this in a post, not to be vague or cliche, but there are truly so many factors that lead to this reluctant decision, all of which were genuinely and completely out of my control. Touring, especially today, is challenging and involves so many little moving parts. Bottom line is we couldn't make it all work on time. I'm sorry to everyone who bought tickets. We'll all be honored on the new dates and planned trips around these shows. So for someone like Alessia to not do shows, there's a lot of reasons for it. She is one of the hardest workers out there. For the Canadian dates, for people to know, they kick off May 14th, starting in Montreal, the 15th here in Toronto, going to the 26th, going right across Canada. She's doing like Windsor, she's in Saskatchewan, she's in Alberta, she's in Edmonton, Vancouver on May 26th. So there you go for that.
Do you think it has anything to do with the friction that we got going on with the U.S.?
That's where everyone will automatically go. Maybe it plays a little bit of part with trying to hire people, or maybe not wanting to. I'm not saying on her part, but I think it's out of her control in that sense.
But touring is so big for musical artists these days, right? Because with the streaming services not making as much through album sales, like the tour is essential. So like especially U.S. dates.
And someone like Alessia is not going to be like, no, I'm going to punish America for this, because it has nothing to do with them. It's the fans, right? And she cares about her fans, so there has to be other things that are there for that. Speaking of fans, people are going to be excited about this. Going to Hamilton on December 9th, Andrea Bocelli is heading there, make his first visit to the city, and play the newly transformed, what was Cops Coliseum.
It's huge, First Ontario Centre. It's on a full renovation as we speak, and it's supposed to be done closer to the end of the year. This has been a long time coming, because Cops has never really been renovated, or First Ontario Centre. It's going to have a new name.
Hamilton Arena.
Yeah, we don't know if there's going to be a sponsor behind it. We don't know that yet. But really, what they're going for is big musical artists. Because Scotiabank Arena is so packed all the time with like sporting events, so they're really trying to tackle like musical artists from around the world. Right? That's a big one. Big guy.
That's massive. Tickets are going on sale to the general public on April 7th. So next Monday, 10 a.m. On Ticketmaster. It's going to be his first time in Hamilton, and only tour stop in Canada. So I'm wondering if they sought him out for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As opposed to him saying, oh, I'm going to go on tour
They
once
want
again.
some big names to really kick off this
right?
arena.
That's what it seems like
so
right there.
Expect a few more big names.
And he's just celebrated over 30 years in music last year. He did a Toronto show that was sold out. He's collabed with Celine, Michael Bublé, Shania Twain, so big on that. Finally, I want to leave you with some sad news in the world of hip-hop. Rapper Bishop Brigante has passed away over the weekend. He's battling colorectal cancer for several years now and became an ambassador to get the screening age changed from 50 down to 30. He's been on this show. He's been on City News talking about this and really fighting for that. He's battled his entire life in that way. And this is a guy early in my career I got to spend a lot of time with in the hip-hop world. He was on BET's 106 in Park, and that was a huge moment for a Toronto rapper to do that. While he may not be the biggest household name for everybody that's watching, a lot of you do know who he is and what he did musically. But if you look at people like Drake, Cardinal Offishall, they will say, hey, he's one of the best rappers this city has ever seen. His son put up a post last night talking about his passing, his 19-year-old son, Lito. So he will be remembered by his son, of course, his family, and all of his fans. I just want to send a shout out to him and his entire family and that. So rest in peace to Bishop.
Okay, good stuff there. Taking a break. We're going to say good morning to Dina and come back right after this.